Welcome back to the channel. Today let's review Bastion. Now this game went under my radar. I did buy it at the time, we're talking 9 years ago, but I never got around to actually play it. And I thought, well, I should really pick up this game and play it and share with you guys my thoughts on it. Well, Bastion is a isometric hack and slash game, and you play this kid, well, he's referred to as the kid, who takes it on himself to recreate a new world from the cores and the shards found in the old world that was destroyed by some calamity. And so the story goes. Now, besides the colorful art direction, the most obvious novelty of Bastion is the isometric level design. They are built up as you go through them, which is visually quite stunning, even 9 years after its release. And the narrator sort of tells a story as you go through these levels, and he will make comments on what's going on when you die, when you do something, when you take a detour, and that sort of thing. If you're using a weapon extensively or excessively, then he will make a funny remark or something, which is really funny. It's just great to have a narrator just talk you through the game, basically. And also there's some really nice music that accompanies you through these levels. And again, this game has a timeless aesthetic, and it's very charming, it's very memorable. Levels are linear, but there are some twists and turns and surprises and bosses along the way. And every time you start a level, you sort of wonder what the developers have in store for you this time. Certain levels fall apart, other levels are overgrown with plants, so you cannot exactly see where you're walking. It is just super clever level design. The isometric view of the game is also something that kind of works a little bit against the game, as this is, in its core, a hack and slash game, or a bullet hell of sorts. It requires you to roll around and fight a lot of enemies at the same time on screen, and it's easy to fall off the edges of the levels and through holes in the floor. And sometimes things are obscured by objects in the levels as well. I guess that sort of comes with the territory, comes with the isometric design of this game. Fortunately, the game controls very well. The controls are just very tight. You get a good selection of weapons. You get a knife, double pistols, a shotgun, a sniper rifle. There's a flamethrower. There is like a rocket launcher of sorts. So there's a lot to experiment with against a good variety of very colorful and creatively designed enemies. There's some repetition here and there, especially when you do these challenge runs, or you go into an arena to do the horde mode, essentially. So you'll fight a lot of similar enemies, but I mean, it's not that bad. Weapons are also upgradable using the currency that you accumulate during your travels as you're fighting and killing enemies. And every weapon is a viable option throughout your adventure, whether you like it up close and personal with a sharp knife, or you use a musket, like a shotgun type of weapon, for spreading bullets for crowd control. Along the way, you'll find shrines, or you can build one, so that you can make the game harder, actually, and also more rewarding, which is a nice addition for seasoned players. But for people like me who don't have great reflexes, it's better to leave the shrines alone, I think. Well, this is a game that requires your attention. It can be exhilarating and frustrating at the same time, but it does what it does best, and it does it quite well. So in the end, I think for a nice hack and slash game, this comes recommended. So thank you guys for watching, and see you next time.